How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Outer World. Hope everyone's having a good day. Well, good evening at this point. You have anything to say?
Sometimes I can hear Vickers saying...
Okay, I guess not. Alright, where was we go? What mission was I doing? Oh yeah, going across the galaxy, which is stupid. I'd rather land inside the city.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Copy. Okay, let me see. 250, 250. 250, so it does. Just a minute, a second. 250 weight. Not bad. I can't wait till in the morning. The free games will be mine. I'm very excited for Aftermath. I'm excited to play that game. Alright. I do kind of find this landing spot a little tedious, but it is what it is. That's the long elevator.
Spacer's Choice Zero-G Brew.
I tell you what. Yo, it's you. I suppose you're here to collect your prize. Hmm? I really do have the worst luck. When I gave you this job, I never expected you'd be so damned competent. The tour's not real, friend. Board shut it down years ago due to unacceptably high rates of fatalities. So I greased a few palms and got the tour up and running again. I outfitted every beacon with a recording device. Live footage of dim-witted mercenaries dying in gruesome ways across Halcyon. Oh, imagine the ratings. Why the hell shouldn't it be legal? I filed the appropriate paperwork, I paid my dues. Look, never mind. Just take your reward and get out of my hair. One certified explorer's hat, courtesy of the Bureau of Exploration, with my compliments.
Excuse me?
Hey, welcome back.
with the hips. Over here. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress... I'm Celeste Jollick. Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me? Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the Also, my dear, fashion is a I'll need you to model for me the following. And when I say spacer gear, you have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. Fabulous! I can't wait to...
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There. Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you. There are some things I simply cannot skip on, darling. Now stand back. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a...
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how.
I wish you weren't...
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I can... You know... I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real.
Spacer's Choice Harvest. this time. Made with real atmospheric contaminants from Tartarus. Rain on distance. CNC near mistletoe.
I swear, next time we put in the groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look? Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right, all right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Hey, hold on a second. I want to work.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big grown man.
I find myself marveling at the something.
So is this how it's gonna be? Rachel Lockwood was a cartographer. She made maps. She wasn't hurting anybody. So tell me, why she deserved to die? I ain't afraid of you, boss. Your toughest grit routine might leave some poor sod quaking in his boots, but it won't work on me. I'm still waiting for an explanation. Hilarious, boss. Nah, we're done here.
My father and I were often at loggerheads. He had notions of how the station...
Captain, who's fine?
Captain.
What about your mom?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of... What's that? Define favorite. I see. In that case, my favorite is Sam. What do you mean? Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me? How did he die? I told him not to go because of his head injury. I knew that likely, but I never thought. I need a moment to process this, though I am not certain why, as it does not change the outcome. Thank you for confiding. You shall have to discern it yourself. What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of the shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses with no fundamental consciousness. I never get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear.
Uh-huh.
I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion. How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment.
If you're cold, then I'm the void of space. Cold. That's the silliest thing I ever heard.
Thank you.
Yeah, huh? Okay, Captain, she's gone. I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, "Wow, new soap?" And I was like, "Yeah, rosish." Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops. And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustbat casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again, on account of the flowery soap. It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Alright guys, give me a second. Be right back.
something
Cleo,
else.
it's better than nature.
I only wish they weren't showing so many Spacer's Choice ads in the commercial breaks.
Spacer's Choice. It's not the best choice, it's the Spacer's Choice.
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling? If I were an enterprising spacer need... For you? Anything. Outside Byzantium? Of course not. Yes, and I'm terribly grateful you've agreed. Look, darling, I don't belong outside Byzantium any more than... Anyway, I'm quite... Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about this... I want to make people uncomfortable. I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling. You're very welcome. What can... I can't... What can... What... I can't... What... I can't... What can I... I can't... What... What... For... Byzant... I am... You're very... For you? What can I do? If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
BNP, I can't believe it's not good. It's unbelievable how good it is.
We've arrived in Eridanos.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Hello? A sudden death knockout court? Surprised the Byzantines fancy this. We played it on a rudimentary court in prison. Sudden death being more literal than euphemistic.
And let's see if we're powerful enough. Clear.
Here we go.
Take him out.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my instant coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fella. I think it's mightily more likely that he's under your payroll. Here to burn down what you haven't already.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late. Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you? Yeah, just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean. Thank the law, some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
I've ever seen an orchard before. I mean, other than Miss McDevitt's garden. You mind if we look around a little?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Well, sweet hello.
Oh, my dear Law. Sir? I don't mean to be rude, but...
Why, thank you. Rizzo's now with a... What kind of Oh, drat. This distresses me. I war... So, what... Did he now? Well, that sounds about... The overseeing... See, with a... Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Well, you are in luck. I thought you'd hired... Can't imagine why. That's right. Maybe it might have... All I know... Can't say that... And I haven't seen any... She wasn't... Pollinization... When... Of course. So you'd best... Yes, before my morning clock, and now I'm Heaven suit and the groundkeeper before... No mystery. Can't speak for others. I reckon you could... There's a... Keep your sadness to yourself.
Never felt so damn good in my life!
just wanted to make you smile!
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline.
Please visit the Purpleberry Nut Hut to purchase an audio tour today.
Time. Hey, God! No, she fell off the side. Very funny.
Oh, this poor fella's lost his wits.
I'm getting old, damn it. Though you do smell a bit like bleeding hell. Indeed. I heard. Well, she's not going in.
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin.
You find anything?
That's quite the amazing development.
Hello? I sit in exact that one. You'd be the first.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Incoming.
This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in it. These canisters can typically be found in the nursery store. Chemical makeup.
Sonic circulation.
Careful, you're wounded! Behind you, Captain! Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading, cause of short outage.
You know you're liable to get sick doing that.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries.
Show you!
Don't mess with
to make you smile.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to...
How's the investigation going? All right, let's hear the details. A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it.
How many times do I...
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings...
I see you left a few of them intact, even. Smashed more than I'd like, but I guess I'm glad you didn't obliterate them all.
Never did like leaving a job half-finished myself.
So what were the fine details of the sap... Of course. Our pollinizers. They'd be a hell of a pain.
In your delusional...
That seems like a... Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful...
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. Let's go through this one
Talk about ghosts. You picked a hell of a time to lose your tongue over there, friend. I guess I can't force you to tell me anything. Right now, we have the Orchards...
Ah, what the hell. The Orchardist seems to get off on comp... I knew you wouldn't let us down.
What? We still have to pay them? I know the admin, buddy.
I'm going.
Be right there.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hey, Crew C, it's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this. Come out! Come out to play! Law, he's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
See you soon. Evan, come on, you slackwit.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's Corporation. This security guard has experienced premature
Death removes that.
timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Incoming!
Right, you!
That's the last of them.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with
What is it with you and dirty, empty pools? No, never mind. Pool classes. Oh, you're the... Of course you're... Yeah. All set.
We should try to solve the puzzle.
Can't imagine what it must be like, living down here.
Here they come!
That's the last of them.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I'll keep quiet.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You, hear about...
Ugh, what the... Oh, my law. There's a wasquito in my sandwich.
Whoa, are you alright? You get... No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny umbrellas.
Wow.
Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage. I was a...
Wow! I have...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Here they come!
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I'm feeling weak. Please just open the door. I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This collection of frozen food has not been restocked in... The fridge was...
Captain, look out!
We got trouble. Here we go.
That's the last of them!
Excellent hit. Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I'm trapped in room A3. Please, someone come help me. I'm feeling weak. Please just open the door. I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it. The door's stuck. And I know I need to write a service request, but I can't get it under the door. Is anyone there?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Handled beautifully.
Inspector, I've detected a structural anomaly within a 0.8-meter radius of this locked door. This floor panel is 0.3 millimeters shorter than regulation length, suggesting unauthorized modification.
I always wanted...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
so confused. Where is this key?
Oh, you got that?
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face. Excuse me. Oh, that's so nice of you to say. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know. Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guest, plus that and the elevator. Oh, yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help. His judgment sometimes. Unfortunately not. For what it's, but I'm. Well, Slug Clay.
Happy workers lead to happy customers.
Where is the key? I will find it.
No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee. This hypothesis is plausible, but now calculating likelihood of Halcyon Helen using her final moments to endorse Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Low to moderate.
Mr. Bertie Holcomb is indeed known to frequent places of leisure and hospitality.
Correct. Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001. This evidence has been recorded for later reference.
The purple bit with the help of... My apologies. Oh, why, I'm flattered, Inspector. I've worked at the Grand, and that's something... The most... If I weren't here, Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. It's... I did... You sure you don't want...
Oh, and I will be... I'm accustomed... Before you arrived on this case, I had identified 2 key suspects. Black Hole Bertie Holcomb and Spencer Woolridge. I've since eliminated Woolridge. Mr. Woolridge was, conversely, Mr. Holcomb was in a romantic relationship. Black Hole Bertie currently holds the record for most Woolridge thinks of himself as a serious and distinguished. I consider the... Woolridge... What's on your mind? I couldn't invest... I'm not at liberty. You're a persuasive person, Inspector. Addressing me by my first name is an effective way to... I'll tell you this much. This directive is part of my indenturement contract. Not a problem at all. Most people don't. None of us get to... This is a problem of... I'm also concerned. Best of luck.
The Grand How may I be... I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really... That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. Oh my. Well, that is certainly odd and alarmingly unacceptable. Yes. No.
Timeline. An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
I don't much care if you work for the adjutant. You want my respect? You show respect to Mr. Kincannon.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I expect a complaint to manage. You've fallen right in. How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even... This is... You're here to investigate me. Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. That would... Now, what shall... Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you ask me anything. Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met Ed? Oh, yes, I'm sure you must be overcome with emotion. Whatever the case, I hope she didn't suffer. I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character. Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating. All actors have their method. She taught me it for... needless to say. Yeah, actually, only since I've been... Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn. In fact... Oh, it wasn't resenting. I suppose...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terroray, blood, terroray. Yes, Inspector. Logical analysis indicates these substances were not present in the bottle's original contents. These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal. This bottle contained Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. The presence of terroray biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor.
Please, ask me any... I'm sure you're joking. You think? I mean, yes, of course. You have, obviously. I'll answer whatever you will. You're here to ask me.
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating Burbage 3. Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere banter protocol. Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Health. Burbage 3000. This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the critically acclaimed. This unit, Burbage 3001's this unit.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. What can I do for you? Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest. Birdie's taking it. So what? I'm ashamed to admit, we didn't do anything. Guess Constable Keene saw things a bit differently. No, but he was definitely not sharing a cell with. Oh. Birdie was mad about it. Helen kept Birdie steady. What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen. Miss Helen was outspoken. Just between you and me? What can I... About half my life. Except for the... I spent... Heck, what?
What in the... How... Never mind. I don't think I want to know.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum. An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club. Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat-sized. The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen. Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in his footprint likely came from there. The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket. Your observation is correct and quite astute.
Station, meeting point, emergency. You think it's talking about the atmospheric station? Or maybe the pilot house? Could be anywhere.
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
Aha!